Peggy 18.
Ever since the pretty disastrous launch of Resident Evil 6, it seems like Capcom doesn't really know what to do with its leading franchise. And this year, 2015, they're coming out with two Resident Evil games. Neither of them are particularly new.
No, not at all. I mean, Resident Evil Remake, not even a remake of the original, but a remake of a remake.
Yep.
And a game that seems to appear on every platform every year or so is once again coming back in the form of just called Resident Evil.
Yep, so I mean, Resident Evil HD, it's the game that most of us probably played back on the PS1 and then maybe once again on the GameCube.
Yeah, but how many people will actually remember it, like back to front, all the way apart from, like, everyone gets up to where the dogs jump through the window, but how many people continue to play it for the next, like, 10, 12, 20 hours?
Well, I think that's going to be the biggest problem, is obviously it's such an old game, it's got so many old school mechanics, like how is the fixed camera going to actually feel now, 20 years on?
Well, they're adding a dynamic camera option, aren't they, with the new aspect ratio, so that the camera moves a bit or goes up and down in sort of a widescreen format to make it a bit more dynamic, but that won't change the sort of static, really jerky combats that I've always felt really let the game down.
Yeah, I mean, to an extent, obviously that's what people love about it, so it'll be interesting to see how Resident Evil fares when it comes out in 2015 on Xbox 360 and Xbox One, especially because the success of it will probably give Capcom an idea of what fans want from the series, much in the same way that Resident Evil on GameCube then led the way to Resident Evil 4 a couple years later. So we're excited, but it'll be interesting to see how it feels 20 years on.